Hi, I'm Gilda Radner, and, okay, now.
I can't believe this is her handwriting. This is, Gilda Radner, her voice and her writing.
She was the very first performer chosen for the cast of Saturday Night Live.
Dear Rosanna Dana. From the time I was a kid, I loved to pretend.
I can't imagine how I got famous. I just took the next job and millions of people were watching me do it.
There was so much in the world that had yet to be carved out for women.
People want to know, well, what made you funny? And I know what made me funny. My biggest motivation has always been love.
When I first read this story, there wasn't a lot of substance to the article. 2 high school football players had been charged, just a couple of paragraphs about these 2 boys, and that was it. I thought, this is nuts because that town is so entrenched in their football team. This is big news. So that's when I started snooping around.
The question was, is this football town, putting its daughters at risk by protecting its sons in a situation like this?
Every 4 years, Major League Baseball puts on the World Baseball Classic. The baseball equivalent to the World Cup.
It gives us a chance to see the best players in the world.
When I found out Israel was going to have a team, I thought it was a pipe dream. I never thought it was going to happen.
We've got Zide, we've got Baker, we've got Bleish.
Everybody needed to be Jewish, so there's no big name recognition.
Jason Markey, he was in Disneyland with his kids. He said, you know what? I'm looking to make a comeback, and maybe this could be the comeback.
We all have a chip on our shoulder.
I'm very excited. Should I look at you or should I look up there at the camera?
One. Mike Davis with a drive deep to right center field.
One thing about playing for Israel,
Mazel tov.
A lot of people don't like Jewish people.
And you thought all our people could do was finance.
It's about something bigger.
Can you please explain what the mensch to your right is?
That's Jerry Weinstein, my manager. Oh, this.
My involvement with the Running Club gives me the ability to impact lives in a way that I cannot as a judge.
One horrendous act does not define a person in his or her entirety.
I started out with just a few runners. They learned very quickly that you do not run a full marathon without a lot of training. Not everybody succeeds.
I knew I had found another passion, and that was running.
Be ready to rock and roll. Here we come, the Midnight Runners.
Maybe the running club, it's a way for him to do something good.
Do I believe in a second chance? Sure I do. Giving someone from Skid Row an opportunity to come to a glorious city is incredibly empowering. It gives them dignity.
This is my letter of recommendation from Judge Craig Mitchell. I'm a decent human being. That's crazy.
They deserve to go.
It all boils down to this moment.
It's just such a big deal being here. It's not just about homeless people running in Rome.
This is all like a turnaround for me in my life.
Running gives me a sense of discipline and commitment. It's part of my life.
Whatever sacrifices I have made to make this possible, it's worth it.
When you walk through those blacked out doors, you're in another world.
Andy Warhol, Calvin Klein,
Elizabeth Taylor,
Mick Jagger.
It was hot, sexy.
It's like an adult amusement park. It is so preposterous. We both came from Brooklyn.
They had this understanding that they were getting out and they were going to do something big together.
We wanted the ultimate nightclub.
Beautiful models, celebrities with gay men, transgenders, and it all started blending.
A world of fantasy that absolutely exploded.
Sex was in the air. There were mattresses in the basement. The amount of drugs was profound.
Everyone felt like they had to be there.
But people started to get angrier because they couldn't get in.
You can't have this much popularity without somebody wanting to take it down.
All of a sudden, the lights went on, the police were there, and it was like the reality was in your face.
The basement had bags of cash and drugs. The feds, mafia,
the White House.
They definitely messed with the wrong people.
Controversy was like a moth to a flame, and it got even bigger. A haven for inclusion and acceptance.
I don't think they had any idea that it would be important in our culture and the history of what was going on all around the world.
This was revolutionary.
The winner in the category of medicine and health sciences.
Making it to ISET, that's like the big thing. You kind of have that status of being in like the group.
I would say that a lot of people are jealous of me.
I'm gonna be so proud when one of my kids win a Nobel Prize, because they will.
It's so simple.
Finalists from 78 countries, regions, and territories around the world.
You can think of it as the Olympics of science fair.
We ain't going nowhere till the end of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the most impressive. I plan on shaking the planet until I'm convalescent. If I could just achieve, and not just me, believe that anybody else is gonna create what only I can. So simple as 1, 2, 3.
Winning will change your life in ways that you don't even comprehend.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
Today's like the judging day. So we're gonna get judged for what, like 6 hours today? I don't know.